if I finish a car and I'm driving it and it doesn't break down, I get so upset that I sell it. And my wife knows this. She's like, why are you selling it? I'm like, it's too reliable.
I need something to do.
Yeah, I have to stay busy.
Welcome to the Full Throttle Podcast, where cars, chaos, and questionable life choices collide at 100 miles an hour. I'm your host, Mickey Andrade, professional wrench turner, serial Skyline project car addict, and the guy who made a career out of bad life choices. From botched builds to track day dramas, we're going to dive into it all today. If you're enjoying the podcast so far, leave us a comment down below and let us know who you'd like to see on a future episode. Alrighty, gearheads, today's guest is the human equivalent of a bridge-ported rotary engine. High revving, rowdy and fun, unpredictable, and guaranteed to leave an impression. Thankfully, he's more reliable. You know him from the Throttle YouTube channel, where he lives life at Redline, wrenching, ripping, and turning our everyday garage sessions into a party. But this dude isn't just about apex seals, boost, and burnout smoke. When he's not lighting up the car scene, he's back on his family farm, grounded and grinding, and living that real-life balance most of us only dream about. He's proof that you can grow roots in the soil and still chase horsepower in the streets. So strap in, because today we're bridging brap life and barn life, and with one of the most passionate voices and caring guys in car culture, my main man, Rickie Fernandez.
Bro, you after the rotary, I was like, yo, that's enough. And then you kept going. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
No, man, the intros are important. You need to feel special when you get here, and anybody can run a podcast, so the intro should make you feel...
That was amazing.
Good.
That was probably the best intro I've ever heard.
That's
sorry,
awesome.
Sorry, everybody else behind me, but
yeah, well,
that was.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, and it's all true.
That was epic.
So,
thank you, man.
Man, so let's get right into this. So, we've told the story a million times about how we met, where we met, what we were doing, and all that. I don't know that we need to go into all that, obviously, or we can do a Cliff's Notes version, which was we met at a Cars and Coffee when I had my 8.6 and you had your 510 rotary car, and that's how we kind of met. It's probably 8-10 years ago now at this point.
No more.
Ah, come on.
Way more. This is when CBAT cars was like a thing.
Oh, yeah.
They've been out of that area for a long time. And then I've been with you guys for almost 7 years now.
Dang, you're right.
Yeah. It's probably been like 12 to 15 years. It's a long time ago.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just think about when you finish your 8.6.
Yeah.
Right? It was
I
a long
sold
time ago.
that car to build the E91 wagon.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 2013, somewhere in there.
Okay,
so man,
that's already 12 years. Yeah.
Damn, that's a long time.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, you have a strong love for your Puerto Rican heritage and cars.
Yeah.
Tell me about your early life and how you got into cars.
Oof. I mean, getting into cars is mainly...
No. Let's focus on your early life.
Okay.
Because I think the car story is sort of the same for most guests that are on here. But I want to know, I want to dig into your past, because I think a lot of our audience doesn't know about your history in Puerto Rico and sort of maybe how you got into cars over there or rotaries, whatever. Let's lean into it.
I was born in the 80s, and I was like...
Too young, buck.
To you. So I was born and raised in the island. I was in Santurce, Puerto Rico. So I was there until like...
Man, that sounds so cool when you say it.
You have
say
to
it again.
like
Say it
that.
again.
Santurce, Puerto Rico.
I could never.
So anyway, I was into like my teenage years, into like I was 14. But like growing up in the island was amazing because everybody in my street had lower cars with...
Really?
Yeah. Lower cars with nice wheels. Everybody took care of their cars. Everybody was polishing their cars on the weekends. Man, rotaries was like normal in my street. Like everybody had a rotary car.
Normal.
Yeah, normal. Like here is rare.
Yeah.
In California. Over there is like everybody had one. So to me, to see we call it Punto Ocho, which is like a 1.8 Corolla from the 80s, like an 82 Corolla with a rotary. To me, that was normal. I was like, oh, that's what the car came. Mm-hmm. But now they were all swaps. So everybody had like a swap rotary. Everybody had a FB rotary driving around on my street. So that was like normal. So I grew up around rotaries like it was a Honda Civic here. So then,
wait. What was your first car?
A Volkswagen, actually.
Oh, okay, that's strange. Everyone else that's been on this podcast started with Hondas, pretty much across the board.
Everybody that I know starts with a Honda. I'm the only one that started with a V-Dub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah.
All right. So let's get back to it.
Yeah. So there to my teenage years. saw my mom, struggle to keep us, afloat. We were never a family of money. No, nobody in my family had money. So we grew up very poorly, which I ended up finding out I was poor when I moved to the United States. And I lived in the ghetto, apparently. To me, that was normal.
Wait, the ghetto in America or the ghetto in Puerto Rico?
No, the ghetto in Puerto Rico.
But man, everybody in your street had a rotary engine. It couldn't have been that ghetto.
That's very ghetto from back then. If not, we would have had BMWs and Hondas.
Oh, nowadays, man.
Now it's the opposite.
The rotary life nowadays ain't cheap.
Yeah, now it's the opposite. So, yeah, I grew up out there. And moving to the United States, I moved to Boston when I was like 13, 14. I realized that people that talked to me in school, they're like, oh, where you live in Lynn? And I was like, oh, Washington Street. He's like, oh, that's the ghetto. I was like, what? That's like a 5-star hotel compared to where I just came from. So that's when I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, oh, man, I guess I live in the real ghetto. And then coming here, this is the ghetto. And to me, like, I'm in paradise, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome. I'll leave my windows down any day compared to, like, in the island.
Life
my own uncle used to steal
is about
from me.
perspective, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
my own family used to steal from us. But, I mean, it happened. It's just a life back there, and it was kind of normal.
So you would say you were born around cars?
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much. That was
But
a lifestyle.
mainly my uncle. He was the only one that would like have a car every single week. He will have a different car, anywhere from a Malibu to a hooked up Miata to multiple Fox bodies back then, which it was a Hellcat.
Damn.
From our days.
Yeah.
He had a FB Rotary. I mean, you name it, he had it, and that's when I saw like what horsepower meant, what big power meant. And then he used to love doing two-tone paint jobs. So he would go to a car, send it to get painted, we'll come back. Like the only one in the area that will have like a really customizable car. And that like put cars in my brain, rotaries in my brain. But of course, like until you come to the state, you start making money. That's when you start actually putting something into like actually buying stuff and putting your own thing into it.
Yeah, and I obviously known you for ages, and your car collection, well, once when I met you, was massive already to start, but it's grown and changed so much over the last decade.
Yeah, it's
And
weird.
we'll
It's a
get
weird collection.
Yeah, we'll get into that, but like what I can say to our audience is you have a very eclectic taste in cars, and I think you're a lot like your uncle in that way. Like, sounds like he was kind of all over the place and always switching stuff, and that's kind of how you are now.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
One thing I want to mention is that a lot of our audience knows you as Rickie, but that's not your name.
That's not my name.
It's kind of like my name isn't Mickey.
Right.
My name is Michael, but I
yeah.
have always been known as Mickey.
Yeah.
And as long as I've known you, you've been known as Rickie.
Yeah.
What's your real name?
So my first name is Fernando.
Fernando.
Yeah.
Fernando.
So when it comes to my name, like when people hit me up or call me, depending on the name that I hear, I know where they're from.
Yeah.
So in Puerto Rico, they will call me Chande.
Chande, which is what I call you here.
Yeah. So my grandfather gave me that name, and it's stuck, and my entire family call me Chande.
Does it mean anything in particular, or is it
No.
just like
It's just a
whimsical
nickname.
name?
You get once you start living in Puerto Rico, which I hope you do someday. Even if it's not to pay taxes, I don't care. I just want you to experience the island for a long time, other than just a couple of weekends.
I love it there.
You will get a nickname.
That's cool.
And then it will just get stuck to you. So in Puerto Rico, I was called Chande. In Massachusetts, my name was Fernando. Here is Rickie.
Okay.
In the Marine Corps is Fernandez. So if I'm somewhere, they're like, Fernandez, I'm like, Marine Corps buddy. I'm like, what's up, buddy? And then I know where they know me from,
funny.
depending on how they call me.
That's funny. So I either call you Chande or Rickie.
Yeah.
And so, but you know my voice, so.
Yeah. But I'm with you more than my wife, so.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, man, I've been blessed and not blessed because growing up playing ice hockey, everyone kind of has a nickname. It's kind of like when you're in Puerto Rico. Everybody kind of adopts a version of their last name or something funny as a nickname. And because I always had Mickey from such a small kid age when I started playing hockey at 3, I just was always Mickey. And a lot of the nicknames end in EY or Y. Like if your last name was Banks, you'd be Banksy.
Got it.
So
Got
Mickey, you can't really do much with that, right? It's just a nickname. So I never really got one.
I remember you having this show one time. We were flying somewhere, and the ticket said Mickey.
Yeah, my ticket said Mickey on it, and my birth name is Michael. So when you start getting official, it can be a problem.
I know.
That happened one time, and you were there.
I was there. Yeah. I was like, "Ooh, my boy ain't getting on."
Yeah. Oh, I got on. They know better.
You know who I am?
Exactly. Well, you really love rotary engines, and I obviously now know where that became a thing, was over in Puerto Rico on your street you grew up on. But what's with the obsession? Like, why have you continued to really lean into the rotaries? You're basically, before Rob Dom got into rotaries, you were already doing rotaries.
Oh, yeah.
Before most of the YouTube people were doing rotaries, Rickie was already doing rotaries.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about you, was your passion for that. In fact, you're the reason why I got the Bad Apple, and we built that rotary together, and now it's on its another rendition of a rotary going in that car. What is your obsession with that, and why do you continue to build those?
So going back to like my first car being a V-Dub, right? I was trying to buy a Civic. I'm telling you, like that's the best first car. And then I'm looking around, and I'm like, man, all of my friends got Civic. I have to be different.
Okay.
I was like, I'm not going Civic anymore. So then a buddy of mine, he took me under his wing before I knew how to wrench on cars, and he taught me how to wrench on cars. He had 7 V-Dubs in his street. When I went to visit him the first time, when I went to meet him the first time, I was like, man, this entire neighborhood loves V-Dubs. I go to his house. Inside his garage, he's got 2.
Dang.
Outside, he's got 2. And outside, I see like 7 more.
They're all broken.
They're all his.
Really?
I'm like, bro. I'm like, these are all yours? He's like, yeah, dude, they're all slammed. They're all
They're all
engine
really
swaps.
nice.
They're all really nice. They all run. I was like, man. And then I thought those cars, like the old school GTIs and Mach 1, Mach 2s, I was like, these things are ugly compared to the Civic. Super ugly. But the more I hung out with him, the more he taught me how to work on them, the more I started to like them. And when you start looking at a Civic back in the early 2000s, they were 2-3 times the price of a GTI.
Yeah.
And they have the same horsepower. If not, the GTI had a little bit more depending on what engine it had in it.
Yeah.
And it was a hatchback, and I love hatchbacks. So I was like, oh, man, I just needed to be different. So then I went that route. Once I started getting into rotaries here, I was always into rotaries, but nobody that I knew was dealing with rotaries, right? So this same guy that got me into V-Dubs, he switched to rotaries like that. Also Puerto Rican, of course. So we ended up having this huge clan of Puerto Ricans together, and some of us knew rotaries, a lot of us knew V-Dubs.
Okay.
So then little by little, we upgraded from V-Dubs to rotaries. And then this one guy taught this guy how to do it, and then we met another guy that can do it. And then next thing you know, we all have rotaries.
Yeah.
All of us.
Snowball.
All of us have rotaries now. So the soonest I could get into rotaries is the soonest that I could here in the United States.
I got you.
It's because of that. Not because I didn't want to. It's just I couldn't because nobody knew. I didn't know anybody that can build me a rotary. I didn't know anybody that can buy a rotary that was running.
Right.
You know? So as soon as I could, that's when I did it, and which is when I met you.
Wow.
With that one, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you weren't like fanatically, you were obsessed with them, but you weren't like building a bunch of them until mainly in the last 15
I didn't
years.
have the right people around me.
Yeah.
To do it, yeah.
Right.
You have to have somebody that knows how to build engines. You have to have somebody that can get you the parts.
Yeah.
You have to have somebody that can go to the junkyard with you and knows like, oh, you need these injectors, or you need this. You know what I mean? So, so as soon as I got that clan together, we all started going crazy.
Yeah.
With it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when we started hanging out, you were in full swing at that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I already have my clan together. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're the one that introduced me to Louie over at DNA Garage, and the rest is history. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now we have a way bigger clan.
Yeah. And obviously, like all the guys in the workshop at Throttle all have a rotary engine in some capacity, which is pretty cool. Even though it's not the most popular thing on our channel, we all tinker with them still. So those of you out there that watch our channel, we do actually still have love for rotaries. We just don't build them on the channel all the time.
I know. I wish we did.
Yeah, me too. It would be fun, but they have their challenges, just like anything.
Oh yeah, like any other car. Yeah.
So did your family support your obsession with cars, or were they like, John Day, what are you doing?
My mom is the one that gives me the most, used to. She gives me the most crap. Like, what are you doing with your money? Why are you spending so much money on cars, you know? And it's just mom trying to take care of their kids. Like, you know, be more responsible with your money.
Typically, cars are bad investments.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you eat, breathe, live, and sleep this stuff like we do, it can become actually profitable.
But it just makes me happy.
That's the end goal.
It calms me down.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sound like Fast and the Furious quote or anything, but
it's real.
It's literally therapy for me. Like it calms me down. Yeah. I could be doing a lot of other stuff like drinking and smoking and stuff, but no, I'm in my garage.
Yeah.
I get, we do 8 hours here, and then I get off.
At least.
I have dinner with my wife, sit down with my kids. We have a nice conversation. We pray. We have dinner, and then I go straight to my garage and I do another 3-4 hours in my garage. Whenever I have a current project going on, which I will again soon. But
yeah, maybe we'll touch on that towards the end of this pod about what you got coming, because I know, like I said initially, it was like the one thing that's always been a staple for you while I've known you is that your collection has always sort of been really liquid, kind of fluid. Like this has come, this is gone, and you're moving cars in and out, and it's neat because like I get stuck in a rut of I just want to do this. Yeah, and you're like, oh, I want to have this. I want to have this.
I remember when I met you. When I met this guy, you had the Cornish 240.
Yes, S14.
You had the Civic.
EG6.
Yeah, and those two cars were the most beautiful cars I've ever seen. And you had it for a long time, for years.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this car because I was helping you move.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at these cars, and I'm like, bro, you don't have a single rock chip on them. And I'm like, do you drive them? You're like, no. And I'm like, bro, you need to enjoy your car. These things are beautiful.
Yeah. Well, there's reasons.
What I'm saying is, like, you used to build show cars. Mm-hmm. Now you build driver cars. Yeah. Because now you drive them. Yeah. Now you don't care so much about the rock chips. You don't care so much about how imperfect they are or how the perfection of them are. You enjoy the cars now, which I'm super proud of you. Yeah. And I'm so glad you're
It's
doing
hard for me, but like
for you, yeah.
I would say that that's probably something about you and the way you build that rubbed off on me, was that everything didn't have to be pristine for your builds. You just wanted to get it done and enjoy it. Yeah. And if that meant cutting a corner here or there to get it done, you did that. And what I took away from that was, look at the smile on his face. He's so happy driving that thing. And it doesn't bother him up here that it has a rock chip next to the headlight or a scratch on the lip or whatever. Like, so, that definitely made me think a lot more about, well, why don't I just get my car out and drive it? Because if I don't drive it, I'm not enjoying it. And honestly, part of the fun, I think for both of us, honestly, is the build process, right?
Yeah, for sure.
For me, when a car's done, when I'm done doing everything that I can do to it or the things that I feel like it needs, I'm okay putting it away.
I know, yeah. I can't do that. I can't do it.
But I need to get better at either, one, enjoy it, and then fix things as you break them, or sell it.
So that's my thing. Like, if I finish a car to my standard, which is not finished, and I'm driving it, and it doesn't break down, I get so upset that I sell it. And my wife knows this. She's like, why are you selling it? I'm like, it's too reliable.
I need something to do.
Yeah, I have to stay busy. Which is why, two, the reason why I ended up with so many cars. And then three, like, I love when they break down. I love when my cars break down. Yeah. Like, I just enjoy it so much because I'm like, cool, real diff left the scene. I'm getting a Cusco, one. And
how do I make it better?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think we, admittedly have two totally different approaches to car building, for sure. But both complementary to each other, I think, which was why our dynamic was so good when we did the Bad Apple and early on when Throttle was really launching into YouTube, and we were building some really cool stuff like the 240 SX.
Oh, God, I think it was beautiful.
Those were the heydays of this channel because we basically were cut loose to just, oh, Mickey, what do you guys want to do with this 240 SX? Oh, we want to build a full-on drift car. Let's pull the subframes out of this thing and let's go ham.
I know we sent to get powder coater and everything. We weren't allowed on that car.
Yeah, and so, that was obviously a different day and age of YouTube, and people were along for the ride a little differently than they are today. Right. So obviously things have changed, and we don't, we still deep dive like that on the builds, maybe not as deep, but close. Yeah. And in fact, the project that we just unveiled on Friday last week is testament to that. The Ford GT is just a over the top. I mean, of course, there's going to be.
Wait, did we unveil that already?
Yeah, last Friday.
I didn't know that.
So the Ford GT, is a new mindset for us. It's a new ethos where we're building a car that is over the top, but at the same time, we're going to be able to get in it with the key, turn it on, drive it out of this garage, and put it on the street. It's going to have California legal registration, license plates, pass emissions, but it's going to look bonkers. So
It's such a nice ride.
this is the evolution of what you and I started with Evan back in, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's neat to see, it took us a long time to learn the recipe, I think, but like doing all these sweepstakes cars and giveaways and having to be mindful of carb and those things was helpful to us. And I think the Ford GT is going to culminate all those things where we've got this over-the-top look, but it's something we can get in and enjoy. Ticket cars and coffee.
That's the thing. The GT is not a slow car. It's
no, right. You don't need to do anything.
It's already a fantastic car.
Yeah. Interior is beautiful. Yeah. Drivetrain's dialed.
We're just taking what they gave us and turning it into a completely different beast, but it's still got the same heart in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to look Throtl-spec. It's going to look fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And it's neat to sit here and chop it up with you and think back about how all those things happen have changed over the course of this time.
I'm still itchy from working on it last night.
Me too.
And we got to go back after this.
My arms are thrashed from cutting carbon fiber.
Yeah.
But I think the end result will be worth it. And if you guys haven't seen the video yet, head on over to Throttle's YouTube channel and check out our Ford GT project. It is insane.
Epic.
Yeah. A lot of history there. But anyway, let's carry on. This isn't about the Ford. This is about Chande Fernandez. So if we open the doors to your personal garage right now, what's in there and what are you most proud of and what project is still haunting you?
Oof.
So what's in there? Which one are you most proud of? And which project is haunting you that maybe you sold already, never finished, or you have and you're just afraid to get started on it, or something's eluding you?
So in my garage only, or you want to count what's outside the garage as well?
Let's run through all your cars really quick. Everything you can remember. I know it's a lot.
Okay, so right now in my garage, I have the BMW i8, a 1970 Austin Mini with a Honda Civic engine swap. I have a 1972 RX-2 with a 13B swap. What's on top? Oh, the Miata Kart. I have the Miata Kart there.
13B swap.
13B turbo, big turbo swap. Right outside, I have my Humvee with
H1.
H1 with
military spec that's been rebuilt, basically.
Yeah. It's that new engine. It's got a 6.5. So they come with a 6.2. It's got a 6.5 engine swap. I put a BMI turbo kit on it, and I have a heavy-duty transmission with high gearing, so I can do like 90 miles per hour on the freeway instead of 50. Still haven't done that, but I got to get that done. We have the my wife's Ford Raptor, which we did on the channel. We have my 2500 Silverado, which is my tow rig. My enclosed trailer, which I'll show on the clip channel coming soon. We have the lifted smart car. We have the rotary engine swap Miata, which is also my wife's. We have two Dodge Neons. We have a 2025 Honda Civic. We have the minivan. We just bought a minivan for the family for grocery shopping. So plug-in hybrid Pacifica.
Oh, really? Plug-in hybrid?
Yeah, dude, it's sick.
That's cool.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get 1,000 miles to the tank. I'm telling you right now.
Sorry, I just short-circuited. That doesn't really compute in my head.
It doesn't make sense. So one gas a tank, because you plug it in every day as we use it, I'm going to get about 1,000 miles by the time I have to
Does the
fill
gas
the
go
tank.
bad by then?
I hope not.
So it's mainly running on electric power?
No, it's running on both. It's just really good on gas.
Oh, okay.
I don't get it. That's the first car is giving me that much in one tank.
Damn. All right.
What else I got? I'm sure there's more that I forgot.
Yeah,
the SVT Focus. Remember? Yeah.
The Focus, which we built on the channel here as well, which was gifted to Anthony, right?
Antoine,
your son.
Yeah, we got that one too at the house.
So it's, as I mentioned previously, it's like all over the map.
Right. Yeah.
Like with me, it's simple. Skylines.
Yeah.
And my truck. But with you, it's like you kind of just like, I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. And you kind of just go after it. So let's talk about... well, I don't know if we can talk about your new project.
Well, I'll tell you this. You know why I have so many randoms? Everything reminds me of something.
Okay.
Everything has like a memory. Like
nostalgia.
Yeah, like the Humvees from my military days. You know, we deal with Humvees almost every day, and they're crap. And I was like, I want that headache back. So when I went and bought one.
Okay.
The Raptor we bought because we used to have a Ford Flex, and that was my tow rig. Now I live on a hilltop home.
I remember the Flex.
That thing cannot get up the hill with the truck and with the trailer and the car in the back. So I had to call my buddy to come with a truck to put my cars up there. So that same week I sold and got a truck, and that was the best looking. My wife loved Raptor, so we got that. The 2500.
You have a Gen 1 Raptor, which is arguably the best one in my opinion.
I love that thing. Love it.
Yeah, they're cool with the
V8.
V8.
The RX2 reminded me of my uncle, which is why I bought the RX2. The 510 reminded me of my uncle, which is why I bought the 510.
510 is gone now?
Yeah, I sold 510. I sold my FD. Oh, people are going to hate me for this one.
Oh, yeah. The world doesn't know your FD is gone, right?
No.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. My R80 is gone. My Suzuki Swift is gone. What Puerto Ricans call it, trepote. That's gone. So, I mean, that one's gone because that was my bad. That was not supposed
He forgot to put the parking brake on. It rolled down the hill in front of his house. Destroyed it.
Yeah.
Total
gone. Yeah. That was not supposed to be gone. So the 510 I wanted to sell. The FD I wanted to sell. I still want to sell my RX2. I still want to sell my Mazda. My wife's Miata RX7 swap. 13B swap.
Yep.
And it's not because I'm cutting down on like the amount of cars I have. It's just I want a whole new project. Those cars I haven't touched in 5 years.
Yeah.
I have not run them or driven in 5 years.
If you don't have time to tinker with it,
Yeah.
unless it's really near and dear to your heart, it's one of those things you're better off letting somebody else enjoy.
And that's the thing. They are. It's just that I'm ready for the next. Like I have to stay busy. I'm ready for the next group of cars to show up. And for me to like play with them.
New challenges.
Yeah, new section. We're gonna flip this page. Let's go to the next one. So I'm getting rid of those five, 6 cars, and I'm buying 5, 6 other ones.
Yeah,
just so I can keep going.
We have a completely opposite mentality when it comes to that, because for me it's like, okay, I'm gonna work on Skylines only from here on out. That's all I care about now. And the reason for that is because everything's so interchangeable. Like I can take the engine out of any one of those and stick it in the other one. Yeah. Transmission for the most part. Running gear, almost all the same. So for me, it makes sense to stay in that lane and be a master at that. With you, you're like jack of all trades.
I ended up buying a 20-foot shipping container for parts.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because like I just have so many parts for so many different cars, and they're only in those Costco bins, those containers, and I have so many.
Did you fill it up yet?
It's halfway filled up. In my garage, I have like another 32 or 40 other containers.
Well, it'll be helpful to get all that stuff out of your garage into the container.
Well, that's what I try to do, but it didn't happen. It looks the same, and I filled up half of the container already. It looks the same. So I may have to buy another 20-footer.
Well, the good news is you live on enough property. And you can do that without really sacrificing anything other than a little bit of money to buy the container, right?
Yeah, one day I'm going to do a clips video showing my property and then the animals and
stuff. You should do like a double-decker, what do you call it, container setup with a little spiral staircase inside or something.
But to get those boxes up there,
nah. And those things get hot as heck inside too, huh?
Yeah, I had to put vents on them. It gets pretty hot.
You put a mini split in there to keep it cool?
Yeah.
All right. Well, how has being part of the Throttle crew changed your perspective on car culture?
No, wait. I forgot to tell you about the one that I sold that I regret.
Oh, let's hear it.
Isuzu Impulse RS. You don't know what that is. Nobody knows what that is.
Yes, I do.
You know what Isuzu Impulse
is? It has the pill-shaped headlights that are kind of sunk back.
Yeah. And it's just like half the lid goes up.
I know exactly what it is, yeah.
Yeah. So I had one. Oh, these things are all-wheel drive.
Well, I knew you had one?
No.
I was going to say. I don't remember this.
Yeah, I had a Isuzu Impulse. It was a 91 red RS. So the suspension is made by Lotus. And then it's front-wheel drive. It's all-wheel drive intercooled turbo. And it's very, very rare to find. Even rare to find the RS.
Dang.
And I found this thing at the junkyard.
Somebody scrapped it?
Somebody scrapped it, but because they never found the key, they put it on the for sale lot as a whole.
Okay.
So I bought it for $900. Right?
Okay.
When I get the car towed to my house, I look underneath the floor mat, and the keys are right there.
Somebody hit them. Yeah.
So I put the key in there, put a new fresh battery in it, because they said it to you without a battery.
Yeah.
And the thing starts right up.
No way.
It starts right up. I let it run, and then I change the fluids. I go straight to the smog shop, and it's past the smog. Like, this is like the find of a lifetime.
What the heck?
So at the time, I owned a shop in National City, doing pretty much what we do here to a very like a bolt-on. Okay, we did smogs, we did like safety checks for dealerships back then.
Gotcha.
And we did that for about 4 or 5 years.
Oh,
So,
you were the right guy for that car.
yeah. So I bought the car and I put it to the side. We had a huge yard. It looked like a junkyard, but all of our project cars were there. So I put it there and it just sat there and sat there. I didn't have to. I was doing because once you own your own shop, you work in 20-hour days.
Yeah.
So I was working 20-hour days. I had the money to play with it, but not enough time to play with it. So it just sat there, and one guy saw it and kept bothering me to buy it and buy it and buy it. And he just bothered me so much. I was like, bro, just take it.
No way. You gave it away.
Well, I sold it to him
Yeah.
for a little bit more than what I paid, but it was like $1,500.
Yeah.
Like, regretted it. The next day, he flipped it over on the 54.
Oh, no
Flipped
way.
it upside down.
Destroyed it.
That's the one that I regret selling. And I've been searching for one, and I can't find one.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to find, man.
Yeah, and that was in such good condition.
I didn't know that they made an all-wheel drive turbocharged version of that car. I didn't know the RS.
They have a first gen and a second gen. They have two of them. They look like the Geostorm.
Yeah, that car was kind of slept on, huh?
Yeah.
It's kind of an ugly
fantastic
duckling, but...
car. Yeah, but it was so unique.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the type of stuff I like to buy. I like to buy stuff like nobody even thinks about.
Like Suzuki Cappuccinos.
Like Suzuki Cappuccinos. GTs, yeah.
All right, man. Well, how has being part of the Throttle crew changed your perspective on car culture compared to when you were just building cars for fun?
So, we call it now Rickie Styles, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the name you guys gave it, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was building cars like that.
Yeah.
Working for Throttle and changing the way that I do things, changed my perspective on building my own cars as well.
Yeah.
Because before it was self-tapper, duct tape, zip tie.
Yeah.
Let's go. This thing's running. Let's go.
Yep.
Right?
Get it done, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's like, you know what? I'm going to take my time doing this wire tuck here. You know what? I'm going to put P-clips here.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing self-tap. We're doing rib nuts.
Yep.
So I have upgraded my skills tremendously, and I've learned how to take my time. Like the Miata Kart. I would have built the Miata Kart without working for Throttle probably in less than a year.
Yeah.
But it would have been the most hacked up job you've ever seen. But it would have worked. Yeah. It took me 4 years, man, just because I wanted to do it right.
Yeah, and you did. That thing is dialed.
I want to do it right with the right suspensions, not some $200 coilovers from eBay. That's I would have rented with $200 coilover from eBay.
Shout out to eBay, $200 coilovers.
Dude, that was
those
just,
things were terrible.
Oh, they're horrible. I put because I did it at first, right? I put the top bolt on it, the nut, and it stripped right up. It stripped. The first time I tightened
I remember there was like no adjustment either.
Oh no, there's not. It was the worst ride I've ever had. It was in that with those coilovers.
That's one place not to skimp is coilovers. I think you learned that lesson.
Well, that's one thing.
$200
lesson.
lesson.
Because this is the thing. Like I grew up with no money. Even building cars, it was with no money.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come here and you get to play with nice quality stuff,
bit of budget,
and you get to see it and ride on nice, you're like, that is a huge difference.
Yeah, that's honestly like I was exposed to that at a much younger age than you were, where when I was working at Falcon and we were building the drift cars for competition, that's where I learned how to build AN lines and how awesome AN fittings are. And, got to learn how to make all that stuff and hardlining stuff and just building stuff for racing purpose. I got exposed to a lot of that. And so I'm happy that I was able to expose you to it, but I think that opened up a whole nother Pandora's box of how to build cars for you.
Oh, yeah.
And you've thrived in that.
Yeah, for sure. And at the same time, like, when it comes to Rickie style, there's a right place for it.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And depending on the build, right? But if we're going to SEMA, this is all Mickey spec, baby. We're going Mickey spec all the way.
I mean, from a driver's car standpoint, I think that's where I get lost in builds sometimes personally, is that like I have this idea of what it has to be, and anything less than that is not good enough. And unfortunately, that can be debilitating. And this car right here is a victim of that.
Completely overly built that car.
Yeah, so that was when the Freak started. That was meant to be my street car that I daily drove to work when it was done. Yeah. Like I just always wanted a rear-wheel drive Honda Civic EK. I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
It still is.
It is rad, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, we overbuilt that car because of my mindset of it needs to be this way or it's not good.
Yeah.
And fortunately we finished it and it works, which is awesome. And it is breathtaking when you pop the hood.
Car, yeah.
But I also love the fact that your mentality wore off on me to where now with my personal collection, I can get my R33 four-door, which is one of, I think, 1,400 made or something. I don't know. It's some absurdly low number. I don't care. I drive it. I drove it to Monterey and back.
I remember when you got it, and you were like, oh, I got to paint the car. I'm like, for what?
I haven't painted it yet.
I'm like, the car's in perfect shape. He's like, no, but you see these two. I'm like, bro, just drive the car. Enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not a 10 out of 10.
It's not.
And it does bother me at the end of the day. Like, I want it to be a 10 out of 10. But at the same time, like, last year after my health scare, I got invited to come up to Grid Life at Laguna Seca. And typically I would take my truck or something up there or jump on a plane and get a rental car or whatever. But I was like, you know what? I have one life to live. Let's rock and roll. So I jumped in the four-door and I put a couple thousand miles on it.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Like, and took it to Laguna Seca. And it was literally, it's a running joke between Fred, who used to be at Sunoco. I was his Uber for the weekend because he didn't have a car.
That's a perfect car,
so
too.
I had the four-door and I'm running him back and forth to the hotel and to get coffee. And I'm like, man, it's the last thing I think I'd be doing in an All-Tech version four-door, rare-ass Skyline. But we have one life to live, man. We need to enjoy it. And you have been integral in, like, instilling that in me personally. And so I thank you for that, because otherwise my cars would just be sitting in a workshop and I would never drive them.
Dude, I got so mad at you when I saw those cars sitting there. Because we moved this guy. I helped you move from one house to another.
Of course, I waited to the last minute.
Yeah, and on the way to your new house, I remember Courtney's car started giving us issue, like the fuel line cracked.
Well, we drove it to here, to Throttle.
Oh, yeah.
To store it overnight because I had nowhere to put it because we hadn't moved into their house yet.
Yeah.
And
it's a fuel line.
A fuel line ruptured. The hose gave way, basically.
The car just sits there for years. And that's the problem that I have. I have so many cars that when I try, I'm like, I'm taking the RX-2 out. And
okay, what's going to go wrong?
I started, before I leave the house, something goes bad. And I'm spend the rest of the day fixing it. Now it's fixed. Now I don't want to go anywhere. I'm dirty.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
And I'm like, so that's my issue we have. That's the issue of having so many cars is the maintenance.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to start having too. I luckily have my own workshop where I store all the cars, but I'm not there enough to keep up with the maintenance, and I need to be. I know that, and I have a dry erase board that has intervals and all that stuff, and I do follow that, but like I know it's going to become overwhelming. When you have 10, 12 cars, it just becomes like it's a fleet at that point.
Yeah.
And
it's like if you have to choose like which ones are collectibles and which ones are drivers, and you have to keep the drivers one like driving.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, it's a conundrum for sure.
A what?
A conundrum.
Okay,
that is,
buddy, I'm Puerto Rican. You can't be doing that. What is that?
Google it.
I don't even know how to spell it, bro.
I'll show you after the podcast. Is somebody copy and paste the definition of conundrum in the comment section for Rickie so he doesn't have to try to spell it.
Come on, bro.
So that's a good answer. So basically, your mentality has changed basically about how you proceed with a build now versus before Throttle.
And it has a lot to do with what is the purpose of the car, right? If the purpose of the car is to go from A to B, then I'm focusing on
quick
MPGs.
And dirty, get it done.
MPGs, right? MPGs, the tires have a lot to, instead of putting out these 660s, I'm putting FK 510s, right? If it's a daily.
Yep.
So it all depends on what the purpose of the build is and how crazy, how Rickie style, or how Mickey spec I go with it. That's it.
That's crazy. That's actually become a thing.
But everybody knows the difference, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So what's been the most rewarding moment for you? It's not about horsepower or parts, but connecting with people through cars. For us, I think we're in a unique position where we get to go out in the world and meet people that watch us on YouTube. And we got this, very minute amount of fame, you can call it, I guess, from being in the YouTube space. How has that changed your life?
The recognition and stuff is a bonus. But when somebody comes up to me and tells me, hey man, you saved my life. And
we've heard it. Right?
I've heard that more than once. Quite a few times. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. And then, well, he or she is like, you saved my life. And they start crying and they start telling me their story and how our videos kept them afloat and kept them busy and gave them motivation to work on their own cars. That is where it hits hard for me. And that's why I keep going hard. And
yeah, there's a lot of stories like that out there. It's kind of crazy. You don't realize the effect that you have on others until they come out and say it. And fortunately, I'm sure there's 3, 4, 5 times as many people that never say a word.
Right. Yeah.
But it's the one person that does that really it hits you in the feels.
Yeah,
and
it makes a big difference, man, because it pumps me up, and I'm like, you know what? I need to
carry
push
on
harder. Yeah. Let's keep going.
That's cool, man. It's neat to sit here and chat about this because I oftentimes forget about those things. But man, when I get home at night and I check the DMs and I get these heartfelt messages from people, it is rewarding. And I think we don't attribute those things often enough to what we do and how many people it's helped through a tough time or just even entertainment.
I know. Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I try my best to sit down and go through messages, but we spend a lot of time here, and then we go home, and I try to give as much time as I can to my wife and kids.
Yep.
And then when I'm laying down that I have like 4 hours of sleep left, I go to my DMs, and there's like 60, 100, 200 messages. And then the request ones are
even
piling
more
up.
Yeah.
And then the general is piling up. And then I try to answer everyone. So it's very hard. But one time I told my wife, like, look, I need to sit through this.
Yeah.
And I spent like 3 or 4 hours answering to everyone. And then everybody starts replying, right?
Yeah.
And then
it's a waterfall effect.
Yeah, the snowball. So if we don't reply, don't take it too hard. Like we're trying. We just have so much time in the day to take care of everything in there. It's very hard to be able to take care of everyone.
It is. And that's the double-edged sword of social media is that you gain a notoriety from it, but at the same time you open yourself up to being accessible to anybody.
Right.
And I don't mean that in a negative way.
No.
It's a very positive thing. The problem is there is only so much time in a day. Right. And you can only do so much as one human being. So I'm the same way. I have a bunch of bold in my inbox, and the bold text is there, and it bothers me that I haven't gotten to it.
Right.
But when I get home at night and I'm trying to focus on my family and my home and my projects, and it's like, okay,
it's hard.
I have an hour tonight to sit here and sort of thumb through these, and I'll try to like breeze through them, and it's difficult. And I always think about that Eminem song where the guy writes him and
Stan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I always think about that, and I'm like, man, there could be one of those in here.
Yeah.
And if I just breeze by it, I'm the asshole that didn't do it.
So that's one thing to know is like, if you see that we saw your message and we didn't reply, it's not that we didn't care. Because like a lot of the messages are positive.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Rickie, you're so awesome. You're so funny. I love what you do. You got me out from my bed to help me work on my car. And I read it. I'm like, that's awesome.
That's cool, yeah.
And then I go to the next one. Like I'm replying in my head instead of doing it on keyboard.
The time adds up.
But there's 300 of them that we got to get through. So I just go to the next one. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm so glad this guy did that.
Yeah.
If I forget to like it, if I like it and I go, just think about it. I have another 500 more to go. But we read it, we enjoy it, we see it, we analyze it, and we respond. At least I do. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm so glad he got up and did that. And I go to the next one. But don't think that we're ignoring you. We actually going through it.
Yeah, and to add to that, like I had a friend who posted on social media a year or so ago, and he's an acquaintance of mine, but he made a comment about, if I write you a message and all you send me back is an emoji, I feel like I spent all this time to write you and tell you what was on my mind or in my heart, and you just sent me back a quick picture. And he felt slighted by that. It wasn't geared towards me. It was just a statement that he made.
I get it. Yeah.
But I thought about that, and I was like, he's kind of right. It's the quick, like, I read this, I acknowledge it, boom, I hearted it. Yeah. Or I gave it a, muscle or whatever. Like, I replied, right?
Right.
And to me, that's doing the right thing. But at the end of the day, like, I get to where he's coming from. It's like, this person spent 10 minutes, maybe more, writing me this personalized message, and all I could do was hit a heart button.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So I live in that guilty space sometimes where I'm like,
thought
man,
about it that way.
I'm
glad you said that.
Every person should get a response of some nature. So a lot of times I will respond with a thank you, man. I appreciate these kind words.
Right.
And as cookie cutter as that sounds, I think it's better than just hitting.
It's just an emoji. You have a very valid point.
Yeah. It's a tough thing because it really slows down the process of trying to get through DMs and get through to everyone. And
the issue here is that we reply slower than as they're coming in. So we're never going to win this war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're never
and then when you do respond, then it opens the floodgate further to a response.
Oh, because they reply.
And that's good. That's
and
great
I
interaction.
cannot not reply again. Right? So now I'm going back to the first one that I just
It's a snowball
replied.
effect.
For sure.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry to dig into that pretty deep, but
we love you guys. We really do. I appreciate every message. I appreciate every word, every kind words that come through them. Like
absolutely,
I really love it.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I said earlier, it's definitely it's humbling for sure to be in the position where we're able to make a small effect on people's lives.
Yeah.
When you're when you're not under the hood or behind the wheel, what other hobbies or passions keep you balanced? I kind of know this answer, but for the audience, they don't know you as well as I do. What do you do when you're not tinkering with cars or spending time with your family?
Are you talking about my pigs? My little farm life?
Why are you asking me that?
I'm trying to see what's going through your head, buddy.
I'm just trying to give the people some sort of background on Rickie because...
So I can tell you what I do throughout the day, right? Like I get up 5-something in the morning. My wife gets up with me. God bless her heart. She's amazing.
5 a.m., bro. That's the middle of the night. I'm sound asleep, baby.
She gets up with me. I'm showering. I get ready. I come out. She has breakfast for me ready. I eat it, and then I go straight to the gym. At that point, she takes care of the animals. So we have pigs, we have dogs, we have bird. We used to have a rabbit, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, you didn't have like a rabbit. You had like
a massive
rabbit,
giant.
The ears were like this long,
Flemish giant rabbit. It was a massive. It was bigger than one of my dogs.
It's bigger than my cats.
Yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, so she takes care of the animals during the morning.
And you used to have a rooster.
Yeah. Red
rooster.
I used to post her all the time. She was amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to get
rest in peace,
again.
Red.
Yeah, rest in peace.
She was awesome.
She was great.
She was like a house cat or a dog.
She was. We would let her out. She was like the only chicken, and she would walk around.
Oh, it was a chicken, not a rooster.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was a chicken, yeah. But you'd be like, hey, Red, come here. And she would like hop
Yeah,
on, and
I
you can
remember
pet her.
that.
And then she will go, and then she would just roam the whole mountain by herself. And at nighttime, she will lock herself back into her coop.
So cool. So to set the stage, Rickie owns a property that's essentially on the top of a mountain.
It is.
It's a hill. But
so we literally bought the home. We own 13 acres, and the mountain itself is 13 acres around. So we bought the entire.
So you pretty much have the whole crest of that
correct
space.
Right.
And so your house is the cherry on top.
2,400 feet. In elevation, right above. Yeah.
So this guy posts stories. If you don't follow him on Instagram, check him out, Rickie Styles. But Rickie Styles,
Rickie running solo.
Rickie running solo. Sorry.
Yeah.
On Instagram, he posts stories in the morning where his house and he's standing on the hill above the clouds.
Above the clouds.
The clouds are below him.
Yeah.
All you see is the mountaintop.
It's such an amazing view. I thank God every day, man. I'm blessed to be there and blessed to have what I have.
Well, you have your own space, which is awesome.
Right. Yeah. So we have the pigs, we have the house, and we have plenty of space for cars, which is why I have so many. That's a major problem.
Yeah. The only limiting factor is space when it comes to cars, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty much money and space.
And then I have it. I have the space. So yeah, man. I love spending time with the animals. I love spending time with my wife and kids. I love spending time in the garage. Like I just love doing it all and eating. I love eating.
I know that about
me
you.
And the wife.
And you have an unhealthy obsession for Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which,
not sponsored.
No, I'm paying their bills. Trust me.
There have been days where I've seen this man crush 8 of those in a day, and that's probably just during work hours.
Bro, when I'm by myself in the house on a Saturday, I should say I'm working on cars. I crushed 10 by 2 p.m.
And this is as long as I've known you. This isn't just like in the last year. I don't know how you've avoided the diabetes.
I got addicted in 2005.
Addicted?
2005. When I opened the shop that I had, it was me and two other partners. The only thing to drink there was a Coke machine, like a vending machine.
Yeah.
And the Coke cans were 50 cents.
Okay.
So, bro,
Damn.
I'm sweaty. I'm working on cars, and I'm like putting $1 bill. Boom, one comes out. Boom, putting the last 50 cents that came out. Boom, another one comes out. And by the end of the day, I've crushed like 12. Zero water. And then the Roach Coach lady, the little food truck will come in.
Yeah.
And it was cheaper for me to buy a 2-liter than for me to buy a 20-ounce Coke bottle.
Okay.
So I would get a burrito, and then I would get a 2-liter. The 2 liters were $1.25,
Yeah.
and the 20-ounce bottles were $1.50.
Okay.
So I was like, well, give me a 2-liter. I'm broke. I can't be spending extra 50 cents for less. And I will pound the whole 2-liter for lunch.
See, when I drink Coke, rarely do I ever drink it, but it has to be ice cold. I just
For sure.
Love it ice cold.
Mine's cold.
Yeah.
I'm a pro.
Yeah. Oh, I know you.
I got ice packs.
This man turns up to work every day with a cooler over his shoulder packed with at least 8 of those.
Ice pack. Stay cold.
I can see the condensation.
Oh,
on it
yeah,
from
dude.
here. Oh, man. I hope that doesn't come back to haunt you someday. That's a lot of Coke, dude.
It has twice. I've gotten kidney stones twice.
Yeah. Man, I've had those twice, too, and it is not fun.
I didn't feel them. So with the kidney stone with me, I felt them grabbing the side of my stomach, and it was pinching it. That's why I went to the hospital. I'm like, man, I need to take me to the ER. There's something wrong with me. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, something in the inside is grabbing me and pulling me in.
Oh, my God.
She's like, what? I was like, yeah, it doesn't feel
Well,
good.
kidney stones have little, like, teeth on them.
Yeah.
Or, like,
Yeah.
they get caught on stuff. Yeah.
So they did, like, what's that crap? The sonogram thing they do on girls when they're pregnant?
Yeah.
So they did that to my stomach, and they're like, oh, yeah, you got kidney stones.
Ultrasound.
Sonogram. Oh, yeah. Military stuff. Anyways, they did an ultrasound on me. They found out that I had kidney stones, and then they were like, you have to drink water for 2 weeks. Like
That's
straight.
like poison to you.
Well, this is the thing about me. I'm not against water. I just don't like it. It tastes like crap to me. Like, it literally has a bad taste in my mouth.
Does it
like
taste
water.
better than E85R?
No.
That's a story for another day.
You can't say that story. Anyway, so I followed the doctor, and everybody's scaring me. Oh, you're going to piss blood and all this stuff, and it's going to hurt. And I was like, all right, whatever, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So then I drink water for 2 weeks. My pain's gone. I don't feel anything. I go back. The doctor's like, look, did you pass it? I was like, I didn't pass anything. They were like, all right, cool. If you didn't pass it, we have to take you to surgery, and we have to treat it with laser something. So they put a laser in my stomach, and then they breaks down the stone and makes it look like sand, whatever, so they can pass.
So I had a similar thing done.
So wait, I went to the doctor that same day after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They did another ultrasound.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they're gone.
So you passed it, didn't even know it.
I had twice. I've not been like that twice already.
I had to have a lithotripsy, it was called. So my kidney stone was so bad that it got stuck.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get it to pass. It wouldn't move. So I kept getting it looked at and said, oh, it's not moving. It's not moving.
Damn.
So I had to go in. I laid on this table, and they have this ultrasound machine that sends like a shockwave through your skin and everything. Yeah. And it literally felt like Mike Tyson was body blowing me for like 30 seconds.
Bro,
just boom, 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 boom.
I
boom,
could have
boom,
built
boom.
your chuchero. That's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, the lithotripsy hurt worse than anything, and that's what it did. Was it broke it down into small pieces, and I passed and didn't even know.
Oh, sick.
No blood, no bullshit.
That's good.
Thank God.
I've seen people.
I've been told that it is like
I've seen it. When I was on base, working as a federal officer, when I was in there, a partner of mine was passing it. We were in the bathroom, like two pissers.
You sound like he was getting.
I'm in one side, he's on the other one, and this man is crying, crying. And I was like, "You're right." He's like, "Yep, kidney stone," and he was like every 6 months he would go through that.
Oh my God, I don't wish that on anybody. I'm so glad I didn't have to experience that.
Yeah.
But the lithotripsy was bad enough. The laser thing you got, that must be some newfangled.
No, I didn't get
shit.
no laser, nothing.
You never even got to that?
So the doctor offered it. It's like, well, look, if it's still there, we have to do laser surgery. And I was like, that's cool. And then they did another ultrasound, and it was gone. So somehow it just left the scene. And
yeah. So because of my fear of that, I stopped sodas altogether. Like, I'll have one very rarely, but
Because I didn't feel it coming out of the doctor's
Just
office.
wait.
I went to the vending machine and I got me a Coke. I swear. My
That's-
wife was like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
it's such a Rickie move.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it at all.
Bro, my mom didn't raise no quitter, baby. I'm here till the end. Let's go.
Gotta want it.
Amen.
Wow. What's a skill outside of cars that would surprise people to know you're actually really good at?
I'm pretty good with wood. I'm pretty good with fiberglassing.
That's what she said.
I can make a lot of stuff. I built my barnstar door for my bathroom.
Oh, like a sliding barn door?
Yeah.
You built that from scratch?
I built it. I went to Home Depot, got like 34 things of wood.
Because now they make like kits, right?
Yeah.
You can
No,
buy
no,
a
no.
kit.
I built it.
I just figured
from
you bought a
scratch.
kit, dude.
No. Nope. Built it and it looks amazing. People think I bought it. Built it. Like, I'm pretty good with wood. I'm pretty good at fixing anything other than cars. Like, if something in my house breaks down, I'm fixing it.
You're on it.
Yeah.
So do you like tear into washers and dryers and all that shit?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
My washer stopped working. I took that whole thing apart. The sensor was bad. I bypassed the sensor. So now whether the lid is open or closed, that thing's gonna spin. It's gonna wash. So make sure you close the washer.
This man Rickie styles his
Yeah.
wash machine.
The whole don't matter what it is. Yeah, I'm pretty good with my hands, man.
I would say that's very accurate.
And that comes from being poor, from not having money.
yeah.
It's like you have to.
You're forced to
Yeah, you have
learn
to-
and
yeah.
not be afraid to just tear into
Yep.
something, huh?
Yeah. Because I'm telling you right now, if I had money growing up,
Yeah. You don't
I would have.
just replace it, right?
Hey, can you fix my car?
or
Hey,
replace it. Yeah.
There's no need for me to do it.
Yeah.
But when you're broke and you need to get something done, and if my house runs out of water, I'm like, I gotta fix this damn well. Okay, I'm in a water well, by the way. When I lose electricity, I lose water.
Yeah.
Which is, when you have females in your house, that's not good.
Nah, you can't have that.
Electricity is one thing, but losing water,
Not an option.
no, you gotta fix it, baby. So
Yeah.
we fix it.
Well, I can second that. I think you're 100% dead on. You are very good with pretty much anything that requires tools in your hands. You figure it
I'm
out.
good with my hands.
One thing you discount yourself with is you're a very good people person. You understand people, and I think you're a very good judge of character and people's feelings. I think you're very good at that as well. And I don't think you give yourself enough
I
credit.
cannot be mean. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to be nice. I give away a lot.
Uh,
I give away a lot.
I tend to agree with you, but I've also seen you stand up for yourself. So I know that you can be if you're pushed to that limit, which I think every
there's
person
a certain line
kind of has that
Yeah, there's a certain line.
line drawn in the sand. And
Yeah.
but yeah, you're very good with people and understanding emotions and feelings. I think that you're very good at that. You don't give
thank you.
yourself credit for that.
You know, with the whole, I can read a person from far away. You know where that came from? I used to sell cars back in the day. I was a car
Really?
salesman. Yeah. So
That's where that came from?
dude, I got so good at selling cars. Like I would leave. I was still like active duty Marine. I would leave the Marine Corps base and I would drive down to National City from Pelton. I would drive down to National City and I would work at a used car lot. And
No way.
Yeah, and I would work there because I was about to get out of the Marine Corps, and I was like, I need something before I get out.
Yeah.
Because
Smart.
my wife and I were both active, so it got to the point like she would deploy, I would deploy, we wouldn't see each other for a year. So I was like, one of us got to get out. So then I got out. My wife did another fort. So I was like, I need to find a job, and then I bought a brand new Denali at a GMC when I came back from a deployment.
Damn, you were balling, dude.
Well, I just came out from
Brand
a
new
deployment.
Denali?
There was money just sitting there. I spent that all.
I believe it.
So I got a Denali, and right across the street it says help wanted, Spanish speaker wanted. So I'm like, babe, hold on, I'll be back. So I walk across the street. They hired me on the spot, especially knowing that I was a Marine.
Well, did you speak Puerto Rican to them or Spanish? Because that is two different things.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
well, at the time it was Puerto Rican, but no, my wife's Mexican, so I knew the lingo.
Yeah,
I can change to a Mexican language real quick.
Yeah.
Or dialect, you can say.
I'm kind of jealous. I wish I could speak another language.
Yeah. Well, I had to learn how to speak to my wife's family, because like if I speak Puerto Rican to a Mexican, we sound rude, like very rude.
Oh,
like
wow.
vulgar rude, because our normal conversations in Spanish in Puerto Rico, unfortunately, is very vulgar.
Yeah.
I've
heard.
Yeah, it's not. But that's how we grew up.
But
For us,
that's
it's
normal.
That's
Yeah.
normal. Yeah, yeah. And so then when you speak to a Mexican family, they're very nice, very quiet, very polite, and we are the complete opposite of that. So I have to change the way I speak. It's when I speak. If you're Mexican, I'm speaking to you. That's not how I talk.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm just being.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
You're being a chameleon.
Yeah.
You're fitting the mold.
Oh, they'll slap me in 3 seconds if I speak the way I speak. And not, I'm not meaning anything by it, but it's just the way we speak. Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's very, I wouldn't say vulgar, but I guess it kind of is.
Oh, bro, it is.
From what I heard when I was over there. But
yeah.
I mean, in today's day and age, I think it's pretty normal.
Yeah. So, especially that my wife had to get used to me calling all the females mommy. Like for us, that's normal.
Yeah.
Like if I see calling, hola mami, ¿cómo está? Like,
yeah. Yep.
But in Mexican, when you only call mommy your mom and your girl.
Your chick, yeah.
Right. That's it. You don't like, and we see guys like, hey, papi, ¿cómo está?
Yeah.
That's in Mexican, it's like you're gay, right? Like you can't be saying papi to a guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that.
No. Like, but for us, it's like normal.
Dang.
Not that we're gay. We're not gay, but that's just the way we speak.
Yeah. Well, it's
love. It's just
getting
love.
more endearing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just love.
Yeah. When I hear that from you, I don't feel like it's coming from an awkward place whatsoever. It
I mean,
seems very
we've been
normal.
together for a long time, Rickie.
10 years at least. Huh?
Let's go. It's a strong relationship here.
I would say that's accurate. If you had to pass down one car from your collection to a future kid or relative, which one earns the spot and why? And future kid, I mean, one of your kids. You obviously have 2 children.
Well, that kind of failed already because my son asked me for my 510, and I was like,
He did.
"Oh, yeah," when he was 10.
Oh.
He's like, "Dad, when I get older,
Well, that's a long time ago.
will you give me the 510?" But that came out lesson out of it because he asked me for it when he was 10. I was like, "No, nothing has ever been given to me. I'm not giving you anything, brother. You have to work for it."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, how can I buy a car when I don't make money?" And I was like, "That's a good point. Tell you what, every dime that you earn, you can choose for me to give it to you in cash, or I'll double it and put it in a savings account for you. And with that money, you can buy yourself your first car." He was like, "Okay, so anything I give you, you double and put it in a savings account." I was like, "Yeah, I'll open a savings account for you," and I put it in. He's like, "Okay." Comes back 3 minutes later with a piggy bank. This bastard.
Ah, shit.
This kid had $375 in his freaking piggy bank.
Oh, he was holding out on you, dude.
Bro, I had to put $700 freaking dollars, like 7 something in his account.
Yeah, you weren't ready for that, huh?
No. I look at my wife and I was like, yo. But I'm a man of my word. So that same week, my wife and I went open a savings account for him, and we put the money in there. Boom.
So he was 700 straight out of the gate.
Out of the gate, yeah.
It's a good start.
So then he's like, "How can I earn money?" And I was like, "Do you know how many cans of this I drink?" So he's like, "Collect cans. We'll crush them. We'll take them to the recycling ESCO, and then you whatever,
keep the money.
You can keep the money or give it to me, and I'll double it in your savings account." Bro, he did that for 4 years.
I remember when I first started hanging out with you, every day he was collecting all the cans.
4 years.
I'd come over to hang out, and in the evening, Anthony would collect all the cans.
Dude, he never asked for a single dime in cash. Never. He never asked to get money out of his account. He had a mission to save money for his first car. So by the time he was 14, he had enough money to buy himself a first car.
That's so awesome.
On his own.
That was really smart on your part to sort of set him up like that. And I think that comes from your background of just not having much as a kid.
Right.
As family money and stuff like that, which same with me. I saved for my own
these
first
are things
car as well.
I was always taught not to ask for anything for free. Always. Like, you work hard for what you got. You work hard for what you want. So the fact that he asked me that, I was like, "Well, you crazy. I'm not giving you anything." So then now he's on car number 4, all on his own. I was like,
apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah. So he's got his own down payment. He's got his own credit report up.
Good.
I did not help them finance anything. Everything is financed through him. The insurance, I was like, "I don't really want you on my same insurance carrier. You get somebody else. I have USA. You better get Progressive or something."
Yeah.
And he's my son is so smart. He's like, "All right, cool, I got it." So he's on it.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, when his Dodge Neon first broke, when he first blew the motor, my wife and I were celebrating our anniversary, and we were driving to Vegas. He broke down the 15 and the 215. So he calls me like, hey, this car broke. I think the engine blew up. We're on the freeway. I'm like, you're on the freeway? He's like, yeah, we're on the side of the road. I taught him, get on the freeway. If you stay in the middle, you're a dead man. You need to pull up to the side. You're going to get off the car. You're going to hop the berm, and you're going to get in the grassy area.
Safety, yeah.
He's like, yeah, we hopped in fence. We're on the grassy area. We're on the side. So I was like, bro, I'm literally down the street from you because I'm going to Vegas.
No way.
So I pulled up. It's him and his buddy Pinto. And we're there. And I was like, you good? He's like, yeah. Pinto, you good? He's like, yeah, look at his car. I'm like, yeah, this thing's blown. He's like, yeah. And I was like, what are you going to do now? He's like, call my insurance. And I was like, call your insurance. Did you get roadside assistance? He's like, yeah, I think I have that. I'm like, well, there you go. He's like, all right. I'm like, you can tow it to Pinto's house. We can pick it up in the weekend. But I'm going to Vegas, baby. It's my anniversary. I ain't stopping for no neon.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're safe. So get it off the road, get it towed, and do your thing. He's like, all right. I was like, bye. And I literally got in my car. I left him on the side of the road, and we went to Vegas. And I was like, call me when you get to a safe spot. And an hour later, he's like, hey, car's at Pinto's house. I'm safe. He's safe. We're good. And I was like, cool. I'll see you on Monday.
I'll see you. Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's one thing that I've seen because Anthony worked here briefly, and I've obviously known him for a long time. But he's definitely you've raised him right, I guess is the best way to put it. And Leanna's, your daughter's, is the same. She's
15 now.
I know, it's insane. They grow up so fast, huh?
She's already asking for me to teach her how to change oil, how to change a spare tire.
Good.
How to take care of a car. She's like, I want to learn all that before I get my first car. And I was like, well, you didn't have to ask me. You were going to anyways.
Yeah.
But with her, like, that's my baby girl. I can't just like treat her the same way I treat my son, right?
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna buy her first car. I'm probably gonna give her something.
Anthony, I hope you're not listening to this.
Nah, he's gotta be tough. He's gotta be tough. Like, I know how to raise a man. I don't know how to raise a girl.
Yeah.
I leave that to my wife. And then she has me by, oh my God, she can ask me for anything and I'll give it to her.
Yeah, she's the best.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So you're gonna buy her a car?
Probably. I mean, she can probably. Okay, if I pass down a car, it'll be my wife's smart car, the lifted smart car.
To her.
She can
likes
have that.
one?
Yeah. I mean, I think sick.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like that?
Yeah, it's cool. It's like a clown car.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's very whimsical and cool.
Yeah.
I could actually see her driving.
Yeah,
that.
if I pass down a car, it'll be the lifted smart car. My daughter can use that as her first car.
I'm proud of you. You finally answered one of my questions. It's like I'm asking these questions and this guy just like sidesteps them and goes off and
I'm so bad at it. You gotta keep me in track.
If you could take your family friends on a week-long road trip in any car, where would you go and which car would you choose?
In any car. Any car right now, the Humvee.
Yeah.
We'll take the Humvee, and I have loudspeakers in there, and we are going probably to Idlewild.
Idlewild?
Yeah.
Why? Because you can take it off-road?
Because, no, the drive is amazing. It's beautiful, and the food there is amazing, and the people are even better.
All right, bet. So leave your family at home. You and me will hop in the Hummer and go to Idlewild.
Let's go.
I want to go try that food.
It's sick. My wife and
I've ever been there.
Bro, they have an Italian restaurant in there, which is bomb. And they have also a Mexican shop in there, which is really good.
I do love some Italian food.
So good. So good. The people are great. Great.
So you got me thinking about the H1 now. How many speakers are in that thing? Because you like built all your own boxes, right, for it?
Yeah. So
like enclosures, I should call them.
Yeah, so I have like a, what do they call it? Like a bar, like a
sound bar
like
almost?
a sound bar. And it has 6 speakers on top. Let me get close to the mic.
Which you made all this yourself?
I made myself, yeah.
Because they don't really have much for
They don't
those,
have
right?
anything. They just have an engine and a transmission, and you're going.
And the military spec ones are like bare bones, right? Each one.
So I have an actual military one. Mine came from the Army.
Is yours? I can't remember. Is yours the pickup truck type or is it the?
Yeah. It's got the 4-door pickup.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's the coolest one.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. So I bought it with a soft top on it, and then now it has a hard top with the X doors.
Ooh, that's the way to go.
Yeah, it's seriously. I gotta finish. Dude, you not have everything to finish the car. I have everything in my house. I just gotta get to work.
I keep telling you, let me know when you're gonna do it. I'll come help you with the
know.
transmission. And
I know we gotta.
I don't know anything about that stuff, but I'm more than happy to come lift it up and.
Oh, me either. I'm calling Quinn. I'm like, Quinn, We gotta have. And me and you are gonna be.
He doesn't know anything about it either.
We're gonna be drinking Coke and we're gonna be watching him work.
Yeah, Jared Deanda will hate me for saying this, but we have to fake it till we make it.
I saw the podcast and he got so upset. I'm not agreeing with you.
I don't subscribe to that.
I know.
And I
it was so funny.
I partially agree with him, but at the same time,
I get it though.
He made a good point. You don't a point in your life you start from scratch. You don't know anything, and that's how I am with an H1.
No, for sure.
I don't know anything,
dude. So. Me either. That was my first diesel truck, and then I turboed it on my own.
Yeah.
Me and my wife. Dude, me and my wife.
She helped you with that?
Oh, bro. We were to 2:00 in the morning almost every night. It took us 3 nights. Well, do 8 hours of work here, and then we'll go over there and we'll do another 4. It was me and her, bro. She was like in the engine bay with me, twisting wrenches. She's amazing.
That's crazy. I mean, I know she's pretty handy. I didn't know she helped you install turbo kits. Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, me and her got down.
And she did quite a bit of work on the FDRX7 that we built for her, which was done here after hours with all the fluoro colors and everything. That was a cool car.
Her Miata, she pretty much did by herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I helped her pull the engine on. Me and her did it, but she did the roll cage, the auto power roll cage on her own. She did the coilovers on her own. She did the brakes on her own.
That's so cool.
And then me and her put the engine together and then got it running.
You hear that, Courtney? We got to get you back on that S14.
You guys still have it?
Yeah, we still have it.
I haven't seen it in years.
It's at my personal workshop up on the Ben Pack lift.
We need to get that car out
up by the ceiling, collecting dust. Yeah, that thing is. We literally just had all the interior redone at SOS Upholstery.
Oh, really?
Like it's all real leather interiors, nice stitching, and front seats, back seats, armrests. Like,
I gotta see it.
Beautiful.
I gotta see it.
The car is like. Unfortunately, it doesn't get used. But the
we went through that already. We talked about that.
I need to put it on air suspension. I really do, because the reason she doesn't drive it is because it's so low. It has a Supermade Instant Gentleman kit on it, which is super tall. The kit, and so you have to run the car really low in order to make it
I see what
look
you mean. Yeah.
cool, right?
Yeah.
And in order to run it really low, then we have steel fenders on the car because she didn't want to do fiberglass. She likes to look at the steel fender and everything, which I appreciate.
I agree.
As well. But the problem is the minute the front bumper contacts the ground, it just crumbles the fenders. We've had the fenders fixed like 2 or 3 times, and she knows how to drive a lower car.
Oh, I've seen her.
She's very good at driving lower cars. But you hit that, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
The bumper touches the ground going in and out of gas stations, stuff like that here and there. And what happens is
Is Corny just like you?
Yes.
No way.
She might be worse.
I can see why you guys don't drive it now.
Yeah.
Because like my wife and I,
it just ruins her. Like she buckles a fender and she's like,
okay, I can see why you guys don't drive it. Yeah, because they're like my wife and I, we don't give it. Damn.
Yeah.
If I hit a lip and the lip splits in half, we'll finish breaking it. We throw in the back seat and we keep driving like nothing.
Yeah, I have a little bit of that in me, but like she doesn't, and it just frustrates her. And then it's I get money spent to fix it because she doesn't want to drive it unless it looks good. Like presentable.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Air suspension would solve all those
has
problems.
to stay happy. That's how you keep a marriage life going. It's like whatever mama wants, mama gets, and she has to be happy.
Yeah.
If it drives her insane, if she has a bent fender, do not drive it until you put air suspension in. That's just the way it is.
Wise words from a wise man.
Yeah. I've been married for too long, 23 years. Going strong.
Yeah, that's admirable. It's crazy, man. If you had a billboard on the busiest freeway in America that said one thing about cars or life, what would it say? This is Rickie's own billboard
my own billboard.
That I'm saying, Rickie, I'm going to give you that billboard right there on the 5 freeway. What are you going to put on it?
I'm going to put, you got to want it. Work hard. Yeah. You got to want it. Work hard.
You got to want it.
Yep. Nothing's free.
That's the first thing when I met you was you had a hashtag sticker on the back of the 510, I think, that said you gotta want it.
Yeah.
Gotta want it.
Hashtag
gotta want it. And then your FD RX7 also had that on the back.
My tires had that in it.
Oh, the tires said it.
Yeah, I live by that. Like,
I never really I put 2 and 2 together eventually, but like you gotta want it is a very Rotary thing to say.
Oh yeah.
Because Rotary
engines put you through a test. Rotary cars will put you through a test.
Yeah.
You gotta want it.
I know all about
Like, how
that
bad
test.
do you want it? How bad do you want this thing to run? How bad you want it to brap?
Yeah.
Because, like, this is the thing about rotary owners, right? You can call us dumb. We are kind of dumb. So, a rotary engine requires twice amount of fuel to have the same horsepower as a piston engine, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need double the fuel. On top of that, you're using double the fuel on MPGs. Like, you're losing half of your MPGs. Then any piston engine will have the same power.
Mm-hmm.
And they're super expensive. They're very delicate. It's like everything that I'm saying, you'd be like, why the heck would you want to? Because we love it. The sound.
You just can't.
It's unique. It's different.
You can beat the sound, but it's hard to beat the sound.
It's hard to be. But once you drive it, when you're like, and people looking at you like, bro, you're going to shift? And you're like, you're going to shift? You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You just cannot beat that. It's just, yeah.
My favorite thing about the Bad Apple is just, I remember as a kid going to Cars and Coffees and seeing the old hot rods pull up to the stoplight outside and just sitting, there's the guy sitting in the driver's seat, he's got a big blower on this thing sticking out the hood.
Yeah.
And the whole car is just shaking like this. And that's the one thing a Rotary does really well. So you put a solid mount in there,
Yeah.
put a nice bridge port on that thing or a healthy street port,
Yeah.
and you get that rap, 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 rap.
My RX2 is that way.
Yeah, and to me, that is like, that's the ultimate coolness factor for me. And to see, like, you know, we had our cars running out front back in the day when the Bad Apple was still up
Oh
and
my
running.
God, yeah.
And you could sit there and they're both just doing this
Yeah.
like rap, 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 rap.
Cams. We got cams.
Yeah, and that's why like I fell even more in love with the RB engine because we put those big cams in my R32, and it almost sounds like a freaking Bridgeport when you put these giant duration cams in there, and you get that same brap 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 brap. It's rocking our lift next door.
I know.
And so for me, it was like, okay, this is for me the new iteration of a rotary engine, and I went down that path full in. But
Oh yeah, you did.
don't worry, the Bad Apple still exists, and it's coming back someday.
It's somewhere. I saw it a few weeks ago.
It's somewhere, and
still alive.
it doesn't look the same anymore.
No.
There's when it comes out, you guys will be happy, I think.
Oh
But,
yeah, for sure.
definitely working on that very slowly in the background. But
That'll
I
be
haven't touched it in
Yeah.
ages. But the workshop I have it at, I'm kind of letting them have their way with it at the moment, and it's gonna be cool when it's done.
Eventually, it'll be out here again. It'll be nice.
We'll have our hands on it again. It's just for now. With one day, I'll have to tell the saga of the Bad Apple.
Once it's finished.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to have
finish the car, and then we can like sit down
have a
and go through it,
podcast and have you interview me about the Bad Apple and our journey with that car because it's been a long one.
Yeah.
And a lot of stories.
Gotta want it.
Yeah, gotta want it. And
it.
that's where this all circles back to is gotta want it.
Yeah.
So that's Rickie's billboard on the side of the freeway.
Yeah.
I think that's very fitting. I like that
Yeah.
a lot, actually.
Like when I everything that I have now, right? Like the house and the mountain and the cars and whatever. My wife and I, when we were in our 20s, we were like, man, when we turn 54, I want to own a home on top of a mountain, overview in the city, with our own walking trails, and have a lot of cars and a lot of animals. Literally, we said that we were in our 20s. And we did it. Like, this is something that's always in our mind. We have to get there. We have to get there. And we did it when we were 39.
Yeah, you did it way earlier than
We
you
did it
thought.
at 39. 39 we did it, and we
What
were like,
was the significance of 54?
We don't know.
Oh.
That's because back then we were in our 20s. The few people that we know that own a home were in their 50s.
Oh, okay.
That's all we knew. You have to be in the 50s to own a home, right? That's all we knew. So then we were like, when we're 54, like, give us like 4 more years, right, to get there. So we did it at 39. And then when I moved in, I was like, by the end of the year, but before I turned 40, I'm going to buy an exotic. And I told my wife that. And I wrote it on my mirror. And I was like, I'm going to buy an exotic. On my 40th birthday, I told my wife, hey, babe, I'm leaving. I'm going to go buy an exotic. She's like, what? I'm like, I'm going to go buy a car. She's like, all right. So I just leave. And that's when I went and bought my R8. It was on my birthday. And I came back and I brought it. And she was like, amazed, right?
I remember when you got that. I think you FaceTimed me or something or WhatsApp. And I was like, where the hell did this come from?
Yeah.
Like, this is Mr. RX-7, Mr. Rotary.
Yeah.
And then I get a call from you like, hey, check out my new R8. I'm like, damn, all right.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And then after that, I was like, I'm going to buy another one by next year. And then that's when Diamond Garage came over and we started.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. That was good, but I learned so much from. So I had you want me to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well.
So after I bought that, a couple of buddies of mine, two of my buddies, we got wasted drunk. And I don't drink very much. We got wasted drunk.
Yeah, but when I have seen you drink, you get wasted drunk.
Yeah. And that's just 2 beers. That's what that is.
Doesn't take much.
No. So we got wasted drunk, and then we're like, we should open a business of renting cars, exotic cars for cheap. And I was like, that sounds like an excellent idea. So we are wasted, and we order a plaid online on the app, like a fully loaded plaid.
No way. I didn't know this.
Oh, we order it. Boom. We send the deposit and everything, and we still drunk. The next day, we're like, hey, is this still a good idea? We're like, bro, we already ordered it. We're in on this.
It's too late.
So then we open an LLC. We call it Diamond Garage. We're going to rent exotics for cheaper, or at least very luxury cars. So then we're waiting for this car to show up, and it's 2 months, 3 months, and nothing. We're like, bro, this thing is like still not getting here. So we were able to cancel it, the deposit, and then I was like, let's just put our money together and let's go buy a Maserati. Because we noticed, like, on Turo, the Maserati was paying the most, and the car payment would not have been that much. We would have made more money than any of the Teslas were renting for $88. The Maseratis were renting for $300. And I was like, bro, let's just get a Maserati because there's not that many out there. There's like 300,000 Teslas for rent on Turo.
Yeah.
So then we got the Maserati. That was a nice chunk of change. And then that one, it got rented out, and then it got crashed. Oh. So then we're making the payment, and no money's coming in. We were making money.
Yeah.
No money. So we were like, we need to buy another one. So then we bought another Maserati to compete with that one. And the second we buy it, gas prices go up to $7. Nobody's renting anything.
No.
Now we have one crash one, and it took us a year to get parts from freaking Italy.
Yeah.
To get this car fixed. And the other
those
one
have like a Ferrari engine or something, don't they?
Yeah, it's a Ferrari engine. Every part we bought for it, we had to go to a Ferrari in San Diego. Every single part.
God, what a nightmare.
And it takes forever to get the part because it's coming from Italy. So then we had the second one parked in my house. The other one was at the shop, down for a year. And we're just making these double payments. And by the time the gas got fixed and Turo started wrapping up their fees, bro, we were so low on money, like so down on money, but we had to get rid of them. But we lost $30K on that deal.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we lost $30K in a year. But I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Don't buy Maseratis.
Man, that's one thing about you is you're very compulsive. You do things like you go, like, I see an opportunity, I'm going to jump on it.
And you got to want it.
You do that, yeah. You do that often.
Yeah.
To varying degrees of success. And I'm sure you will find a lot of success at some point.
At some point, something's going to hit and I'm going to do good.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm still losing. But that's what it takes.
I don't know, man. I think you're winning, honestly. I mean, you've got a dream career here.
I do.
Where you're getting to do something you love every day and get paid to do it. You get to meet your fans that watch the channel, communicate with them. I think, at the end of the day, I think you're doing pretty good, bro.
Thanks. I mean, I'm doing okay. I'm paying bills, which is what matters, right? The day that I always tell my kids, especially Anthony, I'm like, hey, man, as long as you're paying bills, you're a multimillionaire, right? There's so many people out there that cannot pay their rent, that cannot pay their car. It's just, even if you break even $0 at the end of the month, but everything is paid and you're fed and you have a roof over your head, you're a millionaire, brother.
You're doing all right, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I live my life.
Yeah, I mean, we always strive for more. And that's why
For sure.
I think you take these opportunities and run with them because you want to do more and you want to create more and do more for your family. And I think we're all wired that way in some way, shape, or form. Just more drive than others. There's more drive in some than others, but I think that you will hit on one of these things. Should we talk about your new project that's going to be on the Throttle Clips channel?
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
This is so off from everything else.
And that's kind of why I want to talk about it because one, it kind of came out of left field. Yeah. I heard about it through my brother-in-law who has one of these cars because you reached out to him and went and looked at his.
Yeah, I was taking measurements. So I don't want to say what I want to do with it, But I will talk about.
Well, I'm pretty sure anyone that knows you well
Yeah.
enough knows what's going to happen with it. But
Yeah.
let's talk about it. I think it's cool.
All right. So tonight I'm leaving. I'm driving to Oregon, which is about 18 hours from here, and I'm gonna go buy me a 1965 Shelby Cobra. Like, talk about being in America, right? Yeah. Completely.
This is not what
Yeah.
I expected from you.
Completely different. Like I'm a patriot, right? Like, I love America. I'm a patriot. And
Yeah.
the Humvee like gives me that. Like 4th of July, Independence Day, Veterans Day, I'm taking nothing out. I'm putting both American flags on there, and I'm going for a drive. And I'm drinking Bud Light. No, I'm kidding. I don't drink. But I think this is like the second most American car you can buy, right? That screams bald eagles and
Carroll Shelby.
jets flying over it. Like,
AC Cobra.
like
America.
is this. So the original plan was for me to buy this and buy a roller or something blown. But I just cannot find one.
So either a kit or a project, not an actual real
No.
AC
I would
Cobra,
never do
'cause
that to
those
a
are-
real one. Yeah,
or Shelby Cobra.
No, that would be very disrespectful to Carol.
And those things are,
Oh,
not only that, they're just cost prohibitive, right? They're very
ridiculous the
expensive.
amount of money. But I want something that I can tinker with, right?
Yeah.
So so the cost of a brand new roller for you to order, one, it takes 6 months to a year to get it. That's like, I can't wait that long. I'm too desperate. Buying one, and that costs you 30 grand.
Yeah.
Just to have one that you can roll to your garage.
a go
You
kart.
still have to find the powertrain, the transmission, the ECU, the harness. You still got to build the interior, and that's already 30 grand. So I ended
Oh
up.
my gosh, that doesn't include interior or anything.
Well, it
That's
includes the
literally just-
seats and the interior is a piece of cardboard with leather over it that you tape to the door. It's not really an interior.
That's, old
You know what I
school
mean?
coach work stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I'm like 30 grand and Shelby Cobras are selling for 60, 70, 80 grand. So I found one at a really good deal, almost at the price of a roller kit. But
Wow.
finish.
Wow.
Right.
So running, driving car.
Yeah, and a brand new transmission, brand new rebuild engine, brand new rear end, wheelwood brakes all the way around. I'm like, I cannot pass
Dang.
this deal.
Okay.
So I'm buying it, and I'm gonna enjoy it as a V8 for a long time. If it blows, then I'll do my swap. If it doesn't, then I'm still in search for a roller. So if somebody has a roller with no engine transmission, I'm down to buy it.
So kit cars are like the Wild West. There's many
Yeah.
different variations of different kit cars.
Yeah.
Is this one that you're buying? Is this like I know the Shelby Cobras, a lot of the kit cars are based off of like a Fox body chassis or some other derivative of another.
So the way this kit cars work is like you buy the chassis. They make the chassis in house, and there's like 10 different companies that make it.
So, and-
with the fiberglass body, but you use the suspension. You use a Fox body as a donor.
Okay.
So you take the arms, the suspension, the steering wheel column, the rear end, the transmission, the ECU, the harness.
And that all bolts into whatever
bolts-
chassis that
bolts
they're
on. Yes.
creating for you.
Yes, they'll even send you the motor mounts for the specific engine you get.
Okay. So
So
whatever variation engine you decide to
so
choose.
it's all bolt on. Anybody can do it in their garage.
And I think I'm sure there's different ones because I
Yeah,
have seen the
yeah.
ones that you literally just use a whole chassis from a Fox body.
Yeah.
And the dimensions look a little
So
funky.
Factory 5 is like the number one, the most sold one.
But that's actually a kit car. That's actually like you
Yeah.
get everything, right? You get
Yes.
a chassis,
You can
suspension.
So they have the base kit, which is just the chassis and cover, and you use the donor car as a for parts. Right?
Oof, okay.
You can buy the complete kit, which is not complete, but the complete kit, which it gives you the suspension, the arms. You can even order the rear end. You can have all that. All you gotta do is find the engine and transmission.
Okay.
Okay, that's the complete kit.
Yeah.
Mind you still gotta paint the bodies and it to get painted.
Yeah.
That's already 10, 15 grand right there.
Man, it's a whole nother world. I think it's
Yeah.
really cool because you can, get into a car that would be cost prohibitive to buy an actual one, but you can get something really similar.
For the research that I've done, buying a kit car and the donor and putting it all together before paint, you're at 40K. Which is way, and you're talking about like newer. It comes with like newer coilovers. You're not using the suspension from the Fox body. You use the coilovers that they
Using
provide. modern tech.
Yeah. That's really cool.
yeah.
So it's a hot rod at the end of the day.
For sure.
And I know there's a lot of people that sort of turn their nose up to kit cars and stuff like that, but I think it's really cool. And if you can put a modern ECU, modern technology into that, I think you're basically building a car that suits your needs and wants.
It's very big overseas with LS engines. Here, for what I noticed in the States, if you have a Shelby Cobra kit car and you put anything other than a Ford, it's like putting a Hellcat engine.
Did you just say a Chevy Cobra kit car? Shelby
Cobra, yeah.
Damn Puerto Ricans. I thought you said Chevy. Yeah, so it would be considered faux pas to do that?
Yeah.
Or it's normal to do that?
There's just one Ford engines in the Shelby.
What about a Mazda
Cobra
engine?
kit. I mean, they're going to have to suck it up because it's happening. I think it's going to have a wrapping engine sooner or later.
Yeah, I think you should enjoy it with the.
I am. I'm going to enjoy it with the V8.
It's got a Ford.
It's got a Ford 390. 390. It's like a 6.4 liter V8.
No, that should get it done.
Yeah, and it's got a new TKX Tremec 5-speed transmission in it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, enjoy that thing. Don't tear it apart.
I am.
You
I am
break it straight out of the gate.
It's yellow, so I'm going to change it up a little bit, but I'm not a fan of the yellow that it has. But yeah.
I kind of like it.
It's gonna have.
I'm not a yellow car fan.
It's gonna. I'm not gonna say anything else in case we build it here in the channel, which I don't know if we will or not.
Yeah.
But in case we do, I'll let you guys guessing.
No, I think it's kind of a neat project for us to take on. I mean, we've had the obviously the F50 Fiero kit car thing in here, which was a bit of an abomination, but. I've seen the pictures of the car you're buying, and it's very nice. It's very well put together, and who knows? Maybe leave us some comments in the comments section if you'd like to see us work on a Shelby Cobra. I mean, I don't know if we can say Shelby.
It's registered as a 1963 Shelby Cobra.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So when you build a kit car, you use this registration code called SB100, and you get to name the year, make, and model of it. And that's why people do like the whole.
Yeah, and I think those Cobra kit cars are really cool. Like the first car I really ever worked on, aside from my Civic, was one of these, a kit car. Yeah, it was the guy that he was sort of my mentor. The guy's name was Craig LeMasters. He owned a graphic shop in Ohio, and that was his passion. He loved Cobras, and so he had this beautiful blue and silver. It was actually Red Bull can colors, blue and silver, because he loved Red Bull. But he flipped it over on one of the maiden voyages of the car.
I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, he's getting on the freeway. I think it was Route 8 near Summit Racing's headquarters, and he was getting on the freeway on-ramp and literally somehow flipped this thing onto its lid. And
he had the roll bar on?
Yeah, he walked away from it.
Oh, my God, that's awesome.
I think when he crashed it was red. And then as we were, I'm trying to jostle my memory here, I was helping him sort of repair it slowly and steadily. He wanted to get it back on the road. It was a number of years that he worked on it, but he went in and redid everything. He put inboard brakes that were just outside the differential. Again, like I said, he painted it Red Bull can colors because that was when Red Bull became very popular in America at that time. But that was a fun car to work on, and he ended up putting a 5.4 Ford.
You know that's the nickname of those cars?
What's that?
Widowmaker.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no weight.
No way.
Big engine, usually.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what I was getting at. Was they're very hot rod straight out of the gate. And I mean, that was the purpose of it, right? Yeah. He took a car that had a much smaller engine in it and stuffed a big American muscle engine in it and made his own hot rod. So I don't think anyone can really say, like, you shouldn't put that in there.
No, so this is the thing.
Fundamentally, it's a hot rod. You can put anything you want in it.
The V8's 4 engines, they are very torquey, right? This is literally what's wrong with the car, what makes the car so unpredictable.
Yeah.
It's like you step on the gas, it has no weight. This thing weighs wet 2,300 pounds. And you're putting 525 wheel horsepower on it. You step on the gas, this thing is going sideways easily, uncontrollably. The Rotary is the opposite. The Rotary has really high-end power and very low torque.
But you got to ring it out to get to the power band.
Yeah. But I think the Rotary engine on the Shelby Cobra would be the perfect match because I can step on the gas, and while the turbo is spooling, I'm still gripping. You can put 335 tires on this thing.
Yeah, massive tires.
Right, and you just grip and grip, and by the time you get the turbo starts spooling, then you're flying.
Yeah.
right, without losing control of the car. I think it's going to be a perfect.
It's great. So you can crash at a higher speed, Ricky.
No. No, we're gonna be safe.
Let's hope that never happens.
Yeah.
But
So probably I'm gonna end up with 2 Shelbys.
yeah.
One rotary.
Really?
One, yeah. And if I love, which I think I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love this V8, I'm gonna keep and just buy another roller.
I didn't want to say it, but I have a feeling that you're going to fall in love with this thing.
I think I am.
Other than the color, which is an easy fix.
It's like, remember what I said about the cappuccino? I bought my cappuccino to put a rotary engine.
Yeah, and we never did.
No, it's a perfect car the way it was. Yeah.
The cappuccino is so well put together. The 3-cylinder engine, turbocharged.
It's balanced perfectly.
Yeah, and you start tinkering with, well, rotary engines they're light, but not
light.
compared to that 3-cylinder.
It would have messed up the weight ratio.
It would have.
Yeah.
It would have been really cool though.
It would. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But that car is so perfectly balanced. Even the brakes, like everything. It did everything well.
Well, I'm looking forward to this chapter of Rickie styles. But I think this one's going to be a little bit outside that. I feel like it's already a very well-built car, and you're just going to kind of get to enjoy it and put your little spin on it.
I'm going to put my spin on it. I don't think I'm going to mess with the engine and transmission or Orient. But the interior, the exterior look.
It's going to need to have some.
Yeah.
It's going to need to have some amps and some subs and
some
speakers.
That's coming.
Yeah. What's cool, like I'm excited about that because I know how much you enjoy that and how good you are with fiberglass and wood and making boxes and things like that. I think you're going to have fun with this one, and it's an open top, so you can let the speakers scream.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
I don't know how much trunk room is in there, but
it's actually a decent amount.
It's
we can put 2 backpacks.
Ah, okay.
That's about it.
So
yeah. Because the rear end and the gas tank takes half of it. So when you open it, it goes in and it goes up, and so you literally lose half.
Yeah. So maybe no subs in the trunk.
No, but I can put some very loud PRV speakers in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I look forward to that. I actually want to help you with that. If you do that, let me know.
For sure. When you get your own Cobra. Come on, bro. You have to add one to the fleet.
I think it's by Grego's if I did anything.
Yeah. He needs to have his because it's got to be able to wheel us.
Yeah, we got to be able to cruise, huh?
Yeah. It's nice. Grego's is so nice. He has such a nice Cobra.
Well, he bought a really nice one, and then because of his hip problems, he put an automatic transmission in that car and pedal shift, I think.
Yeah, dude, it's nice. It's so nice.
Yeah, he's got it pretty. It's a nice cruiser for sure.
I saw it and I was like,
that's like a freeway.
This is beautiful.
Jammer, dude.
Yeah.
It'd be great to drive to Vegas in or something.
Bro, he's chilling.
Well, I think we should end here. I was gonna close this out with a little bit of discussion about the Ford GT project and our upcoming other SEMA project, which you guys aren't aware of yet. But I think we'll just let that linger for now. And you guys will have to tune into the Throttle YouTube channel because we've got, obviously, the Ford GT is already debuted, and we're going to be showcasing that as we build it and getting it ready for the SEMA show. We also have another project that Rickie's heading up, which is sort of the first one that you're kind of spearheading.
Yeah.
And it's a really special car. It's a car that we've already built on the channel. We're rebuilding it.
Yeah.
And we're rebuilding it with one of our great friends.
I know.
I don't want to give away too much because it's a really cool story and it's going to be really fun. I am a little bit bummed that I'm not going to be heavily involved with it because I am focused on the Ford GT project. But
and you were involved in the Ferrari as well, right?
Yeah. And so I'm going to hear you guys laughing from the other side of the wall, unfortunately, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of that going on.
Oh, because you're going to be over here.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that sucks, Mick.
Yeah.
Not going to see you for a while.
We have to punch a hole in the wall or something. Put a window so we can wave at each other. But yeah, I'm excited. It's not every year that we get to take a couple cars to the SEMA show, so we've got to put our best foot forward. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, I think, for both of us.
We've done it multiple times, and it's like it's stressful.
It's stressful
getting
for sure.
there. Yeah,
that's where all this gray comes from.
Mickey's actually 25 years old. You guys just don't know that.
Not quite. I feel 25. My hair does not show 25. Well, that's going to cap it off today, Rickie. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. I hope you guys learned something that maybe you didn't know about Rickie. Obviously, you guys see him on the Throttle channel every week, but this is always insightful and fun, and hopefully you got to talk about some things that you don't typically get to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, we could be here for 5 hours if you really want to get into everything. But
we really could.
this is great. Yeah.
We need to get over to the body shop because we got a Ford GT that needs to roll into the paint booth today.
The SEMA clock is still ticking, baby.
I'm still itching from
Dude,
yesterday.
I am too.
So let's go cut some more carbon fiber and have some fun. Thank you, Rickie. If you guys want to know where to find him, check the description down below. And all of his socials and everything are there. Or you can just tune into Throttle, see what we do every day. Thanks, homie.
Bring Coke, baby. Let's go.